All right. Hopefully everything works. Okay. Welcome to new D&D 5e campaign. Well, some of you may know me. I am your host, DM, your dungeon master, Nalletuntuma TV. And yeah, it has been a while since we last played our last campaign. That is now over, and we have a new group, some old faces, some new ones, and we have a whole new world, whole new story to give you guys. And yeah, first let's talk about the players. We can go. Well, maybe we'll start from Niteshade. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, what you do? Anything
Hey
you want to say?
I'm Niteshade. I am somewhat of a streamer. You might know me from the previous campaign. I forgot the name already. Order of the Serpent. That's what it was, exactly. And we had a real blast doing that one. I'm a disc golfer. I work in the disc golf industry, and I'm 36 years old.
You started that with a 20, but corrected.
Yeah, well, forever 20 kind of deal.
Yeah. Then we have Tobymandias.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Tobymandias. I'm streaming from my workshop here in the woods of Finland. There's a large dog here who is awesome. And I usually stream. We started a new stream with my lovely co-host over there somewhere. We have a JOTV channel where we do random gaming, mostly in Finnish, but we might be changing the language. Might be. And otherwise, I'm an IT guy, and but mainly a musician. But it doesn't pay, so I gotta go to work as an IT slave. And that's about everything. Really excited to play. Gonna be fun.
Cool. Then, also from the other campaign, we have Thergaron.
Hello, everybody. I was the bird in the last campaign, and this time hoping to do something else. Oh, I'm Thergaron, and I'm a big-time nerd, role player, gamer. I do none of the streaming or YouTube, but maybe that'll change. I'm a professional chef, though due to the circumstances around the world, I'm not doing that so much anymore, and I'm looking to change my work environment as soon as possible. But well, everything's a little complicated now. Looking forward to playing with the new group and in the new world. Everything seems quite exciting.
Yeah. Then, one of our new players, Sharppi.
Hi, I'm the new guy, or one of the new guys. I'm 35, working in IT. Been working there for 15 years, building e-commerce stuff and different kinds of websites and things like that. So a nerd in work life and in real life also. Gaming a lot, streaming somewhat a lot, and yeah, also playing some instruments, trying to make some music. Let's see what happens there. Really excited to to start playing this campaign, as I've been GMing and playing since Pathfinder and 3.5 and now 5e for a lot of years. So yeah, really excited to be here.
Yeah. There we have all the players, and now it is time for that. Why we are all here to actually play some Dungeons and Dragons. So we enter into the realm of Migora, where humans, orcs, and elves live in a simple harmony. Around 500 years ago, a meteor fell down on this realm, which was later on called the Forsaken One. The meteor split into 3 different pieces when it fell down, and it started a war against something evil. An evil that almost took the whole realm, but was vanquished for some time. But the evil now has been coming around. Now we start in a small town, a small city almost, called Mistfallstrand. There is a hill that has a chapel on it, and we see a man walking towards the chapel. Toby, would you describe your character?
Yeah, so Odhran Hagan is a half-elf who looks more like a human, like of course the half pointy ears and stuff, kind of like a normal sized, around 174 centimeters, with like dark black hair and like gray blue eyes, and he's wearing a kind of like a long sleeve warrior's tunic and a dagger at his hip and a spellbook on his belt, and like he looks like he's been in a few battles, but still quite young. But yeah, keeps his hair short, unlike elves with their L'Oreal hair.
Okay, so you have been traveling now for a few weeks, and it seems that only place where you could probably get some rest, get some food, might be in the chapel. So you step inside. You see a man before you. Now, would Thomas introduce himself?
You see a man who's wearing a simplish tunic with a slight emblems of scales around his shoulders on the above the scales. It's a brownish grayish tunic, and it's you see in front of you a average sized human male around his 40s. It's a slightly tanned skin with a brown hair and very average looking guy who's just wandering around currently.
Yeah, So Thomas is the keeper of this chapel and the graveyard beside it, and you are taking care of it with your family, correct?
This is very, very much correct.
Yeah. You see a man enter. What do you say?
Hello, stranger.
Good evening. I'm looking for a place to stay the night. Would you be so kind as to allow me to find a corner to sleep in?
What are your intentions? Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Well, you're just looking for a place for a few nights until you continue your journey.
Okay. Well, I've been traveling. This is I'm on a journey to become stronger. So I'm just moving from city to city, looking for work and adventures. So currently, I came here just to seek if I could find something to do and to grow.
Travelers are always welcome around these spots, so absolutely, we can find you a spot here. It's currently quite empty here in the chapel, but I guess you don't mind to get some of peace.
No, I'll be fine somewhere. Just don't mind me. Where I can put my bedroll, that'll be enough.
Yeah, absolutely. There's room in the back. It's not just a word of warning. It's not a big place. So if somebody else comes in, you might have to share a room or something. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
I'm Thomas, and you're welcome. Around here is my wife, Kyra, also somewhere in the back, and you might see my son running around somewhere here, Lucas. So don't mind them. Feel free to ask for food or anything from Kyra.
Thank you so very much. I'll get to my spot then. And oh, I'm Odie. So
Nice to meet you. You're welcome here.
thank you. I don't have a hat, but I like do the tipping thing and walk past him to search for the back room.
You guys feel
Well,
a breeze of fresh air as the back door opens and a small child comes into the chapel and runs towards Thomas and yells, "Oh, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy! There was a man in the woods. We were taking the berries and picking up some mushrooms, and the man just he attacked us. He attacked us. But I was brave one. I ran away."
What do you mean? Can you show me the spot? Hey! Calm down. Did anything bad happen?
No. But Mom had a small injury, and you see her coming after him, and she's limping a bit. She also comes to you and, we have guests. Did you show the place and show where he can sleep?
No, I didn't yet. But you're clearly a bit injured. What happened?
There was this man in the woods. He just came onto us, and he was mad. But it's okay. I had my dagger, and I had to put him to rest.
Okay. Can you a bit like extrapolate what you mean? Put him to rest.
Well, like you do with the people that come here.
All right,
and-
all right. Okay, I see. I see where you're going with this. So it's one of the usual situations then. All right, we'll
Yeah.
handle that.
Yeah, I think I hurt
okay.
my leg, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'll take a look at it soonish when we get things going on normally and get a bit of alone time. So yeah, it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
I will go make some food now.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, come on, boy. Okay. And she leaves with the boy into the kitchen and makes some food for the traveler.
I let out a long drawn out sigh.
I kind of wonder to myself, should I leave this alone? But yeah.
So should I maybe show you around a bit in these parts?
Well, that would be greatly appreciated. I haven't been to around here, so.
All right. Just follow me. I'll show you the ropes. What's the place?
Do you mind me asking what that was about, or is it none of my business?
I don't mean to I don't mean that it's not none of your business, but it's nothing. Don't worry about it. We'll handle this, and it happens all the time. In a non-threatening way.
What happens all the time?
Don't worry about it. You're perfectly safe.
Yeah, that calmed me down. Yeah, that's something happens
Well,
all the time,
let's
and I'm completely safe. Yeah, cool.
Let's take a little walk around the chapel, and at the end I'll show you something.
Okay, fine.
All right, we'll start. I'll start showing the chapel around and the grounds.
Yeah. So you guys walk around for a bit, and you show around the it's not a big chapel. It's not like a huge church. Just well, it's basically where you bring people who are dead, are nearly dead, or already gone through the gates of heaven, or whatever you want to believe, and people need to be buried, and this is where Thomas comes in and makes the last trip for past ones, since he is a priest of Kelemdor.
Kelemvor, yeah. So this is where I have to do my duties, and when certain someone's time has come to go past the veil, this is where I guide them to their trip.
Okay.
Have you heard about Kelemvor before? OD, was it?
Yes. I've heard of Kelemvor. Like,
Very good. Then you're familiar with my process of judging if people's time have come based on my god.
yeah, that's cool. Like, as I am a follower of Shah myself, I understand very well.
Almost a fellow believer in a way. We could be allied in our beliefs.
Indeed.
I respect you and your faith. It's nice to see people who are actually following the teachings of the older gods.
This is actually very surprising to find another one. So we should sit down and talk about our gods.
This seems like a great idea if I wouldn't want to check out a couple of things first. So let's park that idea and definitely get to that when we have some mead.
That will be fine. I clap him on the shoulder, like in a friendly manner.
All right. So let's check out if there's still something you want to see.
So you walk around a bit, and eventually you head back into the chapel. Thomas probably wants to check on the wifey and the child. They are in the back in the kitchen making some food. It's around 6 o'clock in the evening, so it's not yet too late, but an early evening, and you go into the kitchen.
The fresh smell of just cooked food.
Oh, hi.
Do you mind if you? Yeah, hi. Do you mind if we all grab a bite?
Of course. There's plenty for everyone.
Good. Let's sit down. Let's sit down to eat somewhere, and yeah, Odie, feel free to take some first.
I'll grab a plate of food and sit down at the table and start dining. And thank graciously and just well, there's not much to really
there is a
describe here.
big dining table that you can all sit around.
I sit down and start eating.
Kyra comes from the kitchen and yells at Lucas, "Come along, honey. It's food time, dinner time."
Yeah.
Oh, so Thomas goes and grabs a plate and takes a plate full of delicious home cooked food and sits down on the table.
Yeah. The meal is basically made of berries, some fried mushrooms, and you even have some rabbit to feast on this evening.
So yeah, how do you like the food? I think Kyra's a great cook, and we've been having good luck with the rabbits lately. There's plenty of hair around these woods, so I think we are having a pretty nice meal.
Oh, this is perfect, especially after a long trip. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Kyra says, "I'm glad you like the food."
How's your leg now? Does it really need to be taken care of?
It's okay, honey. Don't worry about it. I think it will heal over time. But let's talk with our guest. So, have you been traveling long time?
For some years now, yes. There was an incident, and I figured after that I still had much to learn. So I've been traveling to become better than I was. Let's say it like that.
There's always a question I want to ask people I meet, and I'll ask the same question from you. What do you aspire to be?
I wish to find out what it means to be strong.
So, if I understood correctly, you want to be the best you can.
Yes, I know it's not really an exact aspiration, but maybe I'll find out something on the way.
Okay. What drives you to that, to be strong? Do you have a reason for that?
Well, yes, I do. I'm not sure if I'm really comfortable sharing that right now.
That's completely fine with me. I just want to know that you're doing it for something bigger than the reason of being strong.
Let's say it is for friends.
The most important thing that there can be. Friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Lucas looks at Thomas and, Daddy, why does he have those pointy ears?
Lucas, we've been talking about this. People look different, and they come from different places and different backgrounds. So not everybody looks the same that we look. So, and it's not a problem. It's just different.
Can I have that kind of ears too?
Well, I'm not a, let's say, magical conjurer or an illusionist who can alter those things, but we can maybe craft you a pair with paper mache.
I'd like that.
Yeah, sure. Let's maybe look at that tomorrow.
You have a good boy there.
Thanks, been raising him well with my wife, so that's a nice kid. A bit curious, but yeah, I guess that comes with age.
Yes, it does.
So, what's the plan? Do you wanna stay here a couple of days, gather strength, or are you going to be going on the next day, or what's going on with you?
Well, I'm a bit low on funds, so I was planning on finding some work here. Whatever, actually. Mostly I'm good with hands, and well, I can do some spells, and I'm good with manual labor. So, or if there's an adventure to be had, if there's any issues or problems, I can try and be of use there.
No, it sounds reasonable. I mean, there's a lot of people going through here. I mean, they don't even necessarily stay for the night, but there's a lot of traffic going on through here, so it's a possibility to meet up some people here. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see if something comes up for you.
Yeah. Is there a town hall or something where I can look
Yeah.
for work here?
I believe there is nearby.
Okay, cool. Maybe in the morning, after some rest, I'll go check it out.
At least something comparable.
Kyra says, honey, maybe he can help with the digging of the graves. There are a lot of dead ones coming soon.
Yeah, I think that's a one job we could offer. We could offer him. I didn't really ask him that first because it's a really manual labor, and the dude seems a bit skilled for that. But yeah, why not? Would you mind assisting us doing some manual labor?
Well, if it's digging graves, it's an important part of the cycle of life.
Yes, it is.
So,
Absolutely.
like it is more of an honor than a real job, even.
Sure thing. And of course, we don't charge for the upkeep, as we more like take donations to the chapel. But if we get everything done in a proper way and quick manner, we'll see what we can muster up.
Okay.
Yes, Daddy. He can help with the graves, and he can dig his own grave too.
All right, boy, that's a bit creepy.
And why would you say that?
Because he's going to die soon.
Nobody's going to die soon except for the people who deserve to die.
Kyra says, yes, honey, that's right. They're all gonna die soon.
Okay.
Excuse me. Well, are you completely fine?
She takes your hand and yes, everything will be fine soon.
Just a second.
I smell my food. And check I do a mental check of am I feeling like sick or trembly or am I poisoned?
You feel fine.
But
I stay quiet and just
as an I start to channel my power and do Eyes of the Grave. So
cast it.
Let's cast it. Just a second. So many windows open.
Odie, you see Kyra and Lucas just smiling, and they continue eating like nothing happened.
Okay, I just smile back and look down at my food while I eat.
The food tastes incredibly good.
Well, that's nice. I also check that my dagger is still on my hip, and like nothing seems off.
The dagger is still there.
So I cast Eyes of the Grave, which is I open my awareness and magically detect undead. It's a 60 feet ability.
You don't feel the presence of undead.
Okay. I visibly ease up a little and relax a bit. And I start chatting with my wife that okay, how are you feeling overall about tomorrow and the tasks we have at hand?
Oh, we have a lot of work, but we'll get it done.
Okay, how do you expect the outcome to be? How do you think this is going to go?
Hard to say yet.
Okay.
Just
I finished my plate by now, I think, and I thank the madam for the food.
oh, it's my pleasure.
Thank you. It was
Cheers.
delicious.
You should have some more.
Hey,
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, Kyra, could you go to Cody and grab us some wine from the other room? Could you also take Lucas with you?
But Lucas is eating, but honey, I can take care of it. The leg doesn't hurt so much, and I'll be right back with the wine.
Okay, sure thing.
And she will stand up, make a little bow, and turn around and go to the cellar to get some wine.
I
Daddy,
move closer to Odie. Yeah. What's up, Lucas?
Can I have some wine too?
I don't think you're old enough for that. But if you go and run after Kyra, your mom, and ask her, I'll give you okay to go and ask her your mom.
Nah, it's fine. I just eat the food.
Okay.
And he takes his water cup and.
Okay, just keep eating and it's fine. Did you leave the bedroll and the stuff to the other room?
I think I did, right?
Maybe we'll go and take a look at the stuff. I'm not sure where you left them, so let's go find it and stash them to a proper safe.
Sounds good to me. This is a good plan.
All right, we exit the room.
Okay, so you stand up from the table and you take a few steps towards the door, and you hear Lucas start to laugh. Daddy, you should not stand up from the table when you don't have the permission.
I give the permissions around here. Did you know that?
Not for long.
What do you mean,
you
son?
turn around and watch at the table, and he's just staring at you.
I look at my hosts with visible confusion.
I say to Odie that this is not normal. Please,
that's nice to know.
Please be a bit aware of your surroundings. We have to figure out what's going on. I'm not very comfortable with this stuff. I mean, that looks like my son, that speaks like my son, but I'm not sure if that's my son.
Just a wild guess. I'd guess that's not your son. But I speak it quite like quietly, and I'm like, maybe we should like back up from the table. Do you have a weapon?
Yeah, it's around. I can go find it. It's not far. It's at the
Okay.
back of the chapel with the rest of my stuff. But I'm at my place, so I'm not armed all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of understandable. You go get it, and I'll talk with the boy a bit.
Okay, Lucas, just please continue eating. Daddy's gonna go and get some stuff from the back of the chapel. So be right back.
Oh,
Hey, kid.
I will
So
eat,
how
all
old
right.
are you?
Oh, I'm this many years old.
Okay. How old is your dad?
I don't know. He
Who
has
is your
a
daddy?
beard, I think.
And what
Yes.
does he do?
A slight beard, yes.
I don't have my notes. So Thomas leaves the room to get his stuff.
Yep.
Odie, do you come closer to the table or do you
Oh
stand?
no! I'm not going any closer to that kid. I'm actually like going. I'm taking a bit wider stance and taking my hands to my hips, and I'm like, so it was the mom who got hurt, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I asked, do you know who or what hurt your mom?
He was a crazy man.
Okay, were you hurt?
No,
Were you touched?
no.
Where did the man touch you?
No. Did not touch.
Okay, no touching. Do you hear any funny voices in your head?
Do you?
Well, sometimes it's kind of normal. But it's mostly my goddess. Do you have a goddess in your head?
Does he talk to you?
It's more like, well, not exactly talk. More like I get this vibe. It could be also just my imagination, to be honest.
So,
You're not my therapist.
what's that?
There's a book in my backpack. You could go and find it. It might. Can you read?
A little bit.
Okay. Do you like colors? Like drawing pictures with colors?
Yeah, I like the color red.
Okay, that's not creepy at all. I do also like the color red. It's a cool color. There's an ink puddle and some parchment in my backpack if you'd like to draw. Like, maybe you could draw the man who didn't touch you anywhere.
Mm. But the voice in my head says that I should use your blood and paint the walls.
My blood isn't enough for the walls. I recommend the ink bottle and the parchment.
But I haven't never used the pointy ear blood before.
Have you used any other kind of blood before?
No, but I soon will.
Why?
The man inside the head says so. Is it a god?
Most likely it's just a weird guy in a trench coat. I'm kinda not okay with the direction of this conversation. But kid, do you see the face of the man when it's talking to you in your head? Or do you just hear the
No.
voice?
I hear a voice.
And it's a man's voice.
Yeah, he's funny.
Have I gotten my stuff yet?
Yeah, you're coming back into the room.
Okay, so what's the situation here? How are you all feeling?
Apparently, I'm a paint bucket.
You're a what?
Your son here says that there's a man in
Yes.
his head who's telling him to paint the walls with the pointy-eared guy's blood.
I would say that is not normal. So
I would agree.
maybe we should take little Lucas here and go take him to his room and maybe put him to his bed and make him rest a bit.
Yeah, sounds like a solid plan.
Okay, kid, come here. Let's go to your room and talk a bit more.
Kyra comes back with the wine bottle. Oh,
Oh.
honey, why do you have a weapon with you?
No, I'm just thinking of taking care of this. Also, I have to shine my shield and my mace. You know, they always get so dusty because I don't use them that much. So that's a thing I do, and you know it. So no, I just do them. How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Do you what should I how should I say this? Do you like have any urges? And I don't mean that in the very wrong way, but in a very right way. Do you happen to feel violent?
No, I'm kind of.
Um,
I'm at peace.
can I
That's
ask
very
you
nice to
a
hear.
personal question?
Sure.
Okay, is there a man inside your head telling you to paint this room with my blood?
No. I'm gonna paint them
Okay,
with Thomas' blood.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
okay with this, honey. So, how do you feel you would sit down and drop that wine bottle and just sit down and relax, okay? We'll get to the bottom of this. That what the hell is happening?
Oh, there's no more time for that. Right, Lucas? Yeah, that's right, Daddy. Daddy, your blood will be on the walls too. Like a rainbow.
Okay, please.
It's a single color rainbow.
Please sit down. Please sit down and drop that wine bottle. I'm not very much okay with how you're looking at me. Please sit down and relax, and we'll talk what's happened.
To see Lucas on the table, start shaking.
Hey, son, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? I walk.
He jumps
I
on
walk
the table.
closer.
He jumps on the table and just starts running at you and jumps. And that would be a good time to roll initiative.
Well, the kid's gonna die.
There will be no dying today.
Yeah. Are you fine if I stab your son?
No.
I kind of figured that.
Excuse me, I have a little thing. Yes? Can I stab your son to death now, please?
You do realize that this is kind of weird?
You attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens are selected.
You did from Roll20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the initiative thing needs the token, so
Yeah.
you can do just like a straight up roll and enter your initiative
All right.
manually.
It didn't. Okay, they
But
have changed it.
Yeah, you attempted to use a roll command. looking for the value.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys tokens on the map for now, so you can roll it.
Alright.
We're not gonna use a battle map, but there you
That's
have.
fine.
Now you can select a token and roll. Is it working?
I have stuff on the way.
It's the worst
Nice.
possible one.
The first roll, and it is a 1.
Starting
Nice
off
job.
strong, guys.
I'm good
Very
at this.
strong.
So this is gonna be a short campaign. Okay.
Thank you guys for playing.
So
It was a pleasure.
kid got
I
an
have other
11.
characters.
You got a 6. Okay. So Ira is not gonna do anything. She is just smiling. You see with your eye that you're still kind of looking at her, and she's just with the wine bottle smiling at you. And yeah, Lucas is just launching from the table, jumps on you, and tries to grapple you.
Okay. How was that
Against
roll?
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. Sorry.
Okay.
And yeah, he gets on you and bites your neck. And he does. And he bites you for 7 damage.
Ouch! Get off! That hurts.
So you are not realizing what is happening, and Lucas just jumps like on and takes like from behind your neck, puts his hands and just goes for the neck that you don't have any armor on here. Probably you don't even use armor inside.
Nope.
No, you just got your shield and your mace, and yeah, he just goes for the throat, and you start bleeding a bit. Odie, what do you do as you see this happening?
I think I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. Just like as an automatic kind of a reaction that I see stuff happening. So I put on my Mage Armor and take a stance. How close am I to Thomas?
You're like beside him.
Yeah, because I kind of want to start ripping the kid off him, but it would be an action, so I'll just shout at Thomas to, like, let's try to tie him down. Like, I have rope in my backpack,
Yeah.
so, but we might need to knock him out first.
Whatever works.
So, like, that's my turn. Now I get.
Yeah. So in combat you can use free action to like talk a bit, but like not full conversations that you can shout something and they can shout back. But
Good, good.
yeah. So Thomas, Lucas is on you, biting your neck.
I try to pin him to the floor and climb on top of him.
Okay, make a strength check. You're gonna grapple him to the ground.
Yeah, strength check.
It's in the core stats.
I'm trying to find it in the costs. I mean, it's a strength save.
No,
or-
it's in the skills. Like the other under the skills. unskilled.
Unskilled strength check.
Yeah. 12. Yeah, he's grappling you real hard.
I have a game mechanics question.
Mhm.
Because, you know, in the rules, I can just say that I am not dealing lethal damage. But, like, my mind says I have a dagger, and I don't see myself, like, in the heat of battle, like, deciding not to stab the kid to death with it.
Well, you could use the pummel end of it. It's still a force multiplier.
Yeah, you can not use the blade and just like
Okay,
there's still. Yeah, you can do it with the dagger too.
Okay, just checking.
Just make sure you say that you're not making lethal damage.
Yeah, cool.
If you want.
I have no idea what is happening, except
Okay.
that now we are stabbing things.
Okay, so Thomas is wrestling with Lucas and trying to just rip him off, but no, the kid is really hard, just biting your throat and not giving up. Like there's some kind of force just giving him power.
Okay, this seems really unnatural. I can't get the 6-year-old off me. 6-year-old off me.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
Okay, so it is Kyra's turn, and she drops the wine bottle and he starts to shake too a bit. Oh, honey, soon we will be together as one. And he does nothing else. Lucas on your lap takes off his mouth from your neck and tries to bite you in a different place, but first he makes an eye contact with you with the blood running out of his mouth. Daddy, look, blood! And he tries to bite you again, but this time you manage to just keep his head off your neck. And it is Odie's turn.
Okay, I shout at the lady that you just stay right there, and I cast web on her so that, you know, she's basically at the center, but it's, if possible, in the area so that it doesn't hit us, but it hits her. And it gets harder for her to get to us, if at all possible.
Okay. Would you describe to the audience what this webbing magic looks like?
Oh, yes. So I cast my web. It looks a lot like a really large spider's web, but it's a bit translucent and it shimmers with a purple magic, kind of shadowy purple magic thingy.
Okay.
So it looks shady.
Okay, so webbing just starts coming beneath the floorboards and just takes her legs and
Yeah, and it rises like smoky tendrils from the shadows, you know.
yeah, and she's stuck. He wasn't moving and just hell.
And that's my turn, I think. I'll just see. My backpack is in the other room. I only have my book and my stabby thing. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Thomas.
I yet again try to move the kid away and get on top of him, so I'll get a full control and try to assess the situation, that what's gone into him.
Okay.
So a grapple check yet again.
Yes. Yeah, it feels like you're just so confused about this that your own kid is just trying to bite you and you're holding his head and just what am I doing? What the fuck is happening? And And he's just ripping you.
What's gone into you, son? Please tell me.
I'm gonna eat you. Yeah. So, Kyra will try to move. And yeah, that's a natural 20, so she is now free to move. Trying to look at the spell. Okay, so there's no fire on the web. Yeah. So yeah, that is her turn. She got out of the web. And she is... It looks like she's trying to make a move at Odie. But not yet. So, again, Lucas is really, really trying to bite you, but he lets you off. Like, he drops down from your lap and goes for your leg. But is not able to bite you. You still have some leather and other stuff on your pants, so not going through. Odie.
Yeah, I just try to hit the kid in the back of the neck with my dagger's pommel. So 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It does a bit of acid damage as well, but that's life.
I mean,
The scars will heal.
Isn't the acid damage in the actual blade, so not in the pommel?
Yeah, it's in. Yeah, it's in the blade. So let's not.
So it's a blunt force damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the damage, the acid damage would have been the one. Wait, 1d.
So the acid damage was the one.
Acid damage was the one damage.
Yeah.
So 6 damage to the back of the neck.
Yeah. The kid falls unconscious on the floor.
Can I like extend a hand to Thomas?
What the hell did you do to my son?
Well, I'm helping you. He's not dead, I think.
Okay. We have to figure this shit out.
Is that your turn?
I think I'll move a bit back from the crazy lady.
Okay.
So make like my move to be like behind the table.
Okay, so you move 10 feet behind the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so
something like that.
So you pummel the kid, and the kid falls down, and you look at Thomas and say some words, and take a few steps back behind the table and gather yourself. Thomas, what are you gonna do?
Did the web disappear when she freed herself from the web?
No, the web is still there.
Is my wife like on the edge of the webbing?
Kind of in the middle.
Okay. I move closer to Kyra and next to the edge of the webbing. I don't go into the web, but like near the border of it, and try to talk to her and ask that, hey, what's going on? What do you want? What's going into you? What's happening?
I'm fine, honey. Death is coming.
No, it's not. Nobody's dying today. And I try to figure out what's wrong with her. With insight.
Okay, roll insight.
$19.
You figure out that some kind of disease maybe came from the man that attacked them in the woods. Clearly, she is not herself, not in control. Otherwise, this is something you haven't been in contact with before.
Oh, so it's completely a new encounter for me to encounter something like this.
Yes.
Okay. So I yell back to Odie that I don't know what this is, but something's still very wrong. And I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Lucas is unconscious. Not gonna do anything. It's Kyra. And she looks at you when you ask all this, and she says, "Honey, I'm gonna take you back to your god." And she's gonna launch at you. And she makes off the webbing, but you're close enough so she can move that far, and he will also come at you and try to bite you. There's a 15?
Yes, as I'm not wearing my armor.
Okay. So she comes at you and bites your neck. Or your arm. Fuck is my... That's a 2 damage.
I take 2 damage into my forearm as I'm already kind of anticipating that maybe she's coming for my neck, so I raise my arm and my shield in front of it.
Yeah, so you block it then, but she takes a small bite out of your arm.
Ouch.
Odie.
Okay, the dog is taking my headset. Yeah. I think I'll try to cast Mind Sliver on the crazy lady. And I hope she doesn't die from it.
Hope.
I'll try to do it so that it doesn't kill her if at all possible. But let's go. So 13 to save.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay, so it deals 3 psychic damage, and she gets the 1d4 subtraction from the next saving throw she makes.
Yeah.
Before the end of my next turn.
So while she is biting Thomas's arm, she just feels this pain in the head and just is a little bit groggy for a moment. Thomas. Or was you... Were you gonna do anything else?
That's pretty much my turn. I might be like, knock her out.
Okay, Thomas.
She's weak.
I am still very much not sure what's wrong with her. And I haven't encountered anything like that before. I had a assumption that it might be some kind of a disease or something like that. So I have no knowledge of what's the way to do. So what I'm actually going to do is I say, I'm so sorry. and I deal non-lethal damage with my mace on the pommel end and attack.
Okay.
$20.
Yeah, that's a hit. 4 damage. Yeah. He also falls down, unconscious.
Okay, if that's the encounter, I'm gonna run to my backpack and get some rope and tie them up.
Yeah, we're not in the combat anymore, so
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
have 3 actions.
okay.
Please get something to tie these guys. Please help me.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
not
getting
normal.
rope. I'm getting rope. Let's tie them up. Maybe
Absolutely.
put
I'll
them
also get
into a
some
room.
rope and I'll tie up Kyra.
Yeah, let's tie them up. Maybe lock them in a room. Try to figure this shit out.
Let's tie them up so they can't attack us, and I have to find out what's wrong with my family. And I start examining them with medicine.
Okay, make a medicine check.
I would guess the weird man did something. Just
18.
an educated guess. I'm keeping my mage armor on, by the way.
Yeah, doesn't it last like 8 hours?
Something like that, yeah.
So, you go through Kyra's leg and you find that there is a small bite mark. And it looks really nasty.
Have I seen anything like that before?
Probably like you've seen some animals over the years and some rabbit animals too. And it's like for a wound such fresh, it shouldn't be looking this bad.
Does it look like let's say it came from a very small animal, a very large animal, or from a medium-sized animal, or
No, it's a man-sized bite.
It's a man-sized bite. Okay.
Yeah.
So it basically could have come from a human.
Probably the man that attacked him, you think.
Okay.
You don't see anything on Lucas though. No wounds.
Okay.
Just a small bump on the back of the head for some reason.
Okay, so I'll just quickly examine his hands and legs.
That was there when we met.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, so I'm not very sure what's happened, Odie, but I think I need help with this. I think my family is infected with something, and I don't know what that is. I'm not sure if I can heal it. I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess you understand I'm a cleric, but I'm not sure if I'm powerful enough. But we need to help my family.
Yes, of course I'll help. Like, this is interesting. It's been a while since this is the first time someone's promised to paint a room red with my blood, so this is I kind of want to figure this out myself.
That's not normal. That doesn't usually happen with my family.
Yeah, I don't think it runs in any family.
I tried to can I focus my energy? I know healing spells. Can I try to focus my energy from a healing spell to the wound?
Yes, of course.
I was thinking of doing an Arcana check on that, but
do you say that out loud?
not at this moment, because I see you studying it.
Yeah, sure. I'll start healing. So I'll try to heal the wound because that's what I know I can do, and channel all my energy to that. So I'll cast Cure Wounds onto the Kyra's wound that's on her leg that shows the bite mark.
Okay. And what does this healing look like?
So I drop my mace. I still have my shield on my other hand, which has the scales symbol on it. I take my right hand, I put it on her leg, and a slight radiant golden/white glow starts to emanate from my hand to the wound, and the shield's scale also very dimly lit as a light, white light, and a slight rays of golden and white are going from my hand to the wound.
Okay. So we can see that there's this light coming from the hand towards the wound, and by some magical force, slowly the wound starts healing and closing up, and after a few seconds, you can only see this small marks of that there was some blood, but for now it is only a closed scar left behind.
Okay. So you're a man of magic, Odie.
Yeah.
Can you help me with this? Can you help me find out what's wrong?
Yes, I could try to study her wound with my magic skills. If I could find a trace of the... I'm guessing some kind of a mind control is happening here. So I'll roll an Arcana check.
You have traveled a bit, and you have some knowledge from... wait a minute. How old was your character?
Let's see. I have it written down. Just a sec. 47.
47, okay. So you're still young, but you have lived with the elves for some time? Or at least you know some elves, and
yes,
they told you about the Forsaken One, and about what happened around 500 years ago, when shit went crazy, so to say. And you don't believe it, but it seems that this might be some kind of corruption that is now happening, but you don't know how to heal it, or you have no skills that you can help.
Okay, I tell the Thomas about my suspicions about this having something to do with the Great Evil One, and whatever I figure out about it, since like I think my character knows more about it than me. Well, so I actually ask Thomas if he knows about the great evil that took this land.
Good question.
You can make a history check. No, not really. It is some story that some old and crazy people sometimes tell to their grandchildren, but it's not really something that is talked about anymore.
I mean, I've heard something about it, but I've never taken that seriously. And I really haven't studied about any of that. I don't really know anything about that stuff. I've just heard stuff about in the folklore and stuff like that, but I don't really know anything about it.
Okay.
Well, you seem to know something about it. Can we do anything about it, or do we need to seek help?
Well, there are stories among my people, but we would really need to go talk to the more elders of, like, from my city, the elves.
Okay. How does Kyra look? When I now I healed her leg, and is she awake?
No, still unconscious.
Okay.
So is Lucas.
But if we go, we need to really find a safe place for your family.
Yeah, I'm not very comfortable in leaving them anywhere, so we need to figure something out. I don't really know what to do right now.
Is there
You
a
have to help me
jail?
here. I'm really panicking a bit right now.
Because I'm not comfortable bringing them with us, because it's a lot of luggage to carry that's trying to bite us. So, is there a jail or someone you
I'm
trust?
not putting my family in jail.
It's a temporary measure to keep them from biting other people and from hurting themselves.
I really think we need to find out if my healing did anything. I really want to find out if my wife is now okay.
Well, we can wait till they wake up. Like, I'm still really could use a rest from my trip. Like, that's why I came here.
But this is a bit kind of like like we need to figure this thing out right now. This is my family we're talking about. I'm not very much comfortable in leaving them anywhere or leaving anything hanging right now. I need to find and figure this thing out right now.
While you were talking amongst yourselves, you hear a town bell starts to ring, like this. It's usually when something big is happening, and cling cling.
I ask, what does that
cling
mean?
cling.
Something's going on. I'm not sure if I want to know right now, but something's going on.
I'm guessing.
Can you
have
please
something to do with this?
Can you please go outside and find out what's happening? Just take a
Sure.
quick look around and tell me what's going on.
Okay. Before that, I'll go to my backpack first, and I'll grab. Is it dark out yet?
No, the sun hasn't set yet completely.
Okay, because I wanna grab 2 oil flasks and a bag of sand, and I just stick them in my pockets,
Okay.
and then I go check the door and like what's happening outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to your bag, get some supplies. You go to the chapel's front door. You open it, and you see a lot of people running around. Some are yelling, and there's a man running past you. He's coming from the middle of the town and just heading towards the forest, and looks at you. And,
Okay.
Oh, what the hell? People are going crazy.
Okay, are they trying to bite people and paint rooms with their blood?
Yes, I just came from the tavern, and they're mad. I need to get the fuck out of here. You should do that too.
Yeah, sure. Run, like really fast.
Yeah, he's already
and you
gone.
said, yeah. I shout this to Thomas. There's a lot of mad people out here trying to kill a lot of not mad people. Your city
Okay.
is screwed.
We need to get out of here. Please help me with my family. They're still
Do you
unconscious.
have a wagon?
I mean, there's usually a wagon around somewhere. I don't own one, but I mean, we can get
All right.
one. I hope.
Okay.
Before
Just point me to a
before
direction.
Odie goes back inside, you see this tall and dark figure come towards the town, wondering what the hell is happening. Thergaron, would you describe your character?
So a tall, lanky character with a little, one could say, an odd look about him. He's built like a basketball player that's been starved out of food for months. Dressed up in furs and patched leathers that's been roughly stitched together with the dreadlocks that's been braided into a mane above his head, with the sides of his head roughly shaved clean with maybe a sharp knife at the most. A really rugged look about him, with a distinct smell of freshly turned soil and something akin to a wet dog. Composing leaves here and there. This person seems much like what he is, been in the wilds for quite a long time, with a backpack over his shoulder, looking rather confused about the racket that's going on.
Yeah, you see people running towards you, and you're not sure are they scared of you or are they scared of what is happening. You just hear the bell ring in the middle of the town, and you see a man stopped for a while to yell at someone, and you walk like 30 feet, and you come to the same place, and you look. There's this half-elf yelling something into the chapel from the door.
Yeah, just communicating with the chat. So I see this tall fellow walking towards me, and I actually just shout, "Yo, tall guy, friend or foe?"
At this point, I'm not quite sure what is happening.
All right, I have one important question. Do you hear a man in your head telling you to bite at people and paint rooms with their blood?
No man inside me is telling me to bite people. I usually do that on my own.
All right, excellent. Come inside, there's some trouble. Don't go deeper into the city, because everyone's kind of going mad. Except here. Well, that's not true either. Just come inside.
You sound extremely convincing, my friend. I stand there for a while, staring at this man trying to convince me something, and I'll try and judge the general atmosphere around here. Does he seem like he actually needs help, or is he trying to hide something?
That's actually no. I should be looking kind of frustrated and confused. Might be a good description.
Okay, seeing an equally confused character, the half orc. Well, I'll take a hurried step towards him.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do for help?
As you go towards Odie, a woman runs from the town, and she sees at you and help me! You're a tall man, and she turns you and looks at your face. Well, Tavern, help! My husband, please.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll like look over the direction. Do I see there anything, or what's happening?
I asked the lady, like, has your husband gone mad?
No! Another man is eating him!
Yeah. Tall fellow, maybe we should try and help this lady's husband. Do you feel like it?
Just point me in the right direction. I'll do what I can.
I actually shout behind me, Thomas, I don't know what the tavern is, but there's apparently something happening there.
Get a fucking wagon and help me with my family.
Does the tavern have a wagon?
Probably.
Let's go to the wagon, to the tavern.
2 birds in 1 stone, I presume.
Oh, thank you, God. Please hurry.
Okay, I'm like, Thomas, we're going to help this woman's family.
Whatever, as long as you get wagons.
Okay. Let's go. Do you have rats in your cellar in the tavern?
I don't know. I haven't been to the. What the fuck is wrong? Just
I'm
help.
just checking.
But my husband needs help.
Could you lead us to the tavern? Because I'm not from here.
Just quickly.
Okay, I follow the lady.
Okay.
Follow the distressed lady.
So Odie starts following. Yes.
Yeah.
What about Urthac?
Yeah, I'll just confusedly follow like a few paces behind.
Okay. Thomas, what are you doing?
I'm waiting with my family.
Okay. So you'll leave behind.
Yeah.
So you two start following. She's running towards the town. It's gonna take a while, and that could be good time for a break. We're about half through.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So yeah,
Small break.
like a few minutes, we'll get some drinks and other stuff, and we'll be back right after this break. So we ended up in Urthac, and Odie was gonna follow this distressed lady towards the tavern, towards the middle of the town. Thomas is keeping her wife and child, Kyra and Lucas, who both are still unconscious, and she will leave behind and tend to them. And yeah, we're gonna do a little bit a time jump. Nah, let's do this. So you guys run with the lady to the tavern, and first in the door, who wants to be?
I guess I am, since I've been running forward, like, and Thergaron is coming behind me. Urthac.
Yep.
It's kind of like lumbering behind me.
Yeah, Urthac will be coming like a few paces behind, still trying to assess the whole situation and be kind of on his toes about it.
Yeah. And do we stop at the tavern door? And the lady, I asked the lady, is this your tavern? With the tavern sign?
Yes. Just go inside. And you go through the tavern door, and we'll step into the tavern.
Well, hello, Thomas.
Oh,
It's just a vision.
Thomas, what the fuck are you doing there?
I frequent the
You,
tavern.
you were supposed to be. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Now, the correct ones are there. So, Odie, yeah, you step inside the tavern and you see the place is a mess. Everything is fucked up, and the chairs are down, and you see, behind, beside the bar, this massive construct-like being, holding a young man, barely 15, by the throat with one hand, and he's looking at him, and the kid is just trying to scratch and going around, and now, finally, it has come for a time. Niteshade, would you please describe your character?
Yes. So my character is indeed a construct that is 210 centimeters tall, so he's noticeably taller than everyone else. And he has very wide shoulders and very sizable arms. And on the arms you can kind of see that he has like small holes so that they are more like ergonomic and stuff. And like he's very much more upper body heavy than lower body, and that's also where his name Bouncer comes. And he has a solid armor on, and you don't see much else. From the joints you can kind of see like a tissue that holds everything together. And he has bright yellow eyes. And that's pretty much it.
So yeah, a bouncer is a warforged barbarian.
Oh yes.
So I quickly assess the situation. So there's who was the assailant, the one attacking the husband?
The woman is outside, so you don't know. But you look around the tavern, and you see on the right side here. This one. So there's this young man just going at him and just like ripping some intestines from his stomach and just stuffing them in his mouth. You see on the other side of the table, there's a woman just screaming and going into the corner and just doesn't really know what to do. It seems she's still okay. There's a man just calmly in the corner beside the stairs, just drinking beer, like nothing is happening. And you notice the man behind the bar is yelling at this massive metallic huge man, just kill him, kill the crazy ones.
So I assume that is a crazy one. Okay. How is the paint job in the tavern?
Not much on the walls, but there's blood all over the floor. The the one who is eating the other man's flesh and stomach and intestines. It seems he dragged him around the floor, and you see a couple other bodies, and there are some blood markings that something was dragged outside too.
Okay.
But no red rainbows on the walls.
I actually shout behind me that to what was it, Urthac, that Hey, tall fellow, are you good with weapons?
I can hold my own end.
Okay, would you trust me to beat some sense into the people that are trying to eat other people? Would that be cool? Cool is not a good word in this setting.
I trust your judgment.
Great.
Can I without going into combat punch the guy I'm holding unconscious?
Not unconscious, but yeah. Basically, we can see the camera is like in the door looking at Odie and Urthac just talking, and you see like over the shoulder of Odie, you see this man just just pummeling the man he's holding with one hand.
I like the really big guy. But yeah, I think let's try not to kill them, because I think these people are just under some magic spell or something like that. So, and I think I wanna move here, if I can.
Show me where.
To to the feasting.
Yeah, beside the man who is being eaten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get closer, and and the younger man eating there. He looks up. He has this almost red glowy eyes. Like there's no control. There's blood everywhere. You can see only red in his face, and he looks up at you. And he takes a bite. Maybe liver. You're not sure. There's just it's all mush at this point. More blood.
I want to check if I move back. Does he continue just eating the guy, or am I now the
For
center
now,
of
he's
attention?
just looking at you. Did you come to feast?
Yes.
Eat.
I'm kind of full right now. I just ate at the last place I was at. So you go first.
He takes a bite.
Yeah. I'll go check out this other fresh meat over here. Just like slowly.
Okay.
Um,
So, as you step away, Urthac, you come inside.
I don't believe this is the typical decoration of an inn. Is everything all right in here? And I'll try to say it like in a voice big enough to reach anyone who's still alive. Obviously, knowing an answer to this, but kind of wanting a profound answer.
So, you have a strong bassy voice that comes. You come inside, and what is happening here? And basically, it just goes through the building, even upstairs. It's so massive. Even you see, even the pummeling strong man just turns his head and just keeps hitting the dude, and the man behind the bar turns and, oh yes, we have more men here. Help! There's some still upstairs. The crazy ones. I think my man here has this one taken care of.
okay. I'm like, who's this guy just sitting here?
Oh, you mean me?
Yes, I do mean you. You aren't helping.
Well, this is a tavern. I'm here to have a beer.
Understandable. Are there any living people upstairs?
Oh, I don't know. I'm downstairs, as you can see. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I would just like to finish my beer and see the rest of this, whatever is happening.
Your lack of concern for your fellow living disturbs me.
What's the half-breed yelling from the door from?
Okay.
I'll take like
Half-breed?
strong steps forward, but in a slow pace, and go, well, at least this half-breed has the decency you lack.
Yeah. I grab my dagger and I'm like, do you have an issue with half breeds?
I see you have pointy ears too. Not much
Yeah,
of a
what's under
human
your hood,
or an
fellow?
elf.
Is he wearing a hoodie, like, or the hood up?
Yeah,
Like,
looks like kind of fancy clothes actually.
okay.
He doesn't seem like he's a local.
I kind of wanna punch him in the face.
Can I step in on this?
Do you wanna stop pummeling the other man?
If I just drop him on the table where the calm guy is sitting and sipping his beer?
It will take some time to walk over there as this conversation is happening.
Okay. Well, I will start moving while pummeling the guy on the way.
Okay, yeah, you can move halfway through.
I still do think we have more pressing concerns than to teach this person manners. There are still, perhaps, looking at that dude eating another dude, there is still perhaps someone to save with the life upstairs.
You hear,
Yeah,
you hear behind the bar, the man is yelling, "Why are you just talking with each other? There's still crazy people here. Don't you see? The one is eating another man."
Yeah, but you know, he's already dead. So I'm a practical man. Are there any living people upstairs?
I'll start walking towards the upstairs with a little bit more pep on my step.
I'm kind of like,
Do you
I don't
go
want this guy
past?
to leave.
Do you go past the man eating the other one, or do you go?
Yep, I'll go right past, like giving like a long judgmental stare, but walk past. There's not much to be done in there.
While you step beside him, he looks up to you two. Oh, dark meat. What color is your blood?
I'll just not answer that.
He stares at you while still eating the man. There's not really much left of him, and you're not really sure how everything from the man got into that man. How is it off it?
Oh yeah, there's still that woman in the corner. Maybe we should do something about this.
Yeah, she's
Where
just
is the
shaking
lady?
there. Just can't do nothing.
Okay, can I walk past Urthac and grab the meat-eating guy?
You still have the other one on your hands.
He's not unconscious by now.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Yeah. So I will just...
It's just
I
a
will just
meat
drop
sack
him.
on your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. So I walk towards Urthac and I drop the silent guy on the floor and walk past him and grab the guy who is eating the meat. And I just grab him by the neck and lift him up.
Okay, he tries to bite you.
doesn't do much.
Let's see. No, don't go. Yeah, just hitting some pieces of metal. Urthac, you head on. So basically what just happened, Bouncer just like finally he was hitting and like looking at the other direction and just looks at the man and there's just like half of the face is gone, like just pummeled into just big smush, and basically you have only neck in your other hand and you're like, well, oh, and you just let go.
Basically, I just detected another threat and went straight for it.
Yeah. Urthac, you are heading towards the stairs. Odie, what are you doing?
I actually shout at the massive metal construct and I'm like, please don't kill the guy. I think it's magic. Like he's not really in control. So, and well, that's basically all I can do.
I just respond that I don't know what you're talking about. This is my bar. This is how I handle things.
Yeah, and the man behind the bar just yells at, yeah, kill him, get him.
Okay. Not my place to judge. Just a visitor.
I start pummeling the guy I'm holding.
Yeah,
like, I actually come closer to this guy, and I want to try an intimidation check, and I just say to him like, "You wouldn't happen to know what's going on over here, would you?" And
so you step behind, towards him, like right next to the table.
Yeah, like I kind of lean on the table and go to his face. And menacingly ask.
He takes a long sip from his beer. Well, as you can see, people went crazy. They're eating each other. They don't seem to mind me. Maybe I'm special.
Why? Yeah, you're special, alright. Because do I hear any screaming or anything like that from upstairs?
There's just rumbling going. No screaming really.
You gonna stick around if I go check the upstairs?
Ah, I still have beer left.
That's good enough for me.
Urthac, you take first step on the stairs, and you see a small kid, running towards you from upstairs.
Does his eyes have a peculiar glow to them?
Make a perception roll. Let's see what you see before anything happens.
That's a 21.
Yeah, you were just focused upstairs, and you don't see glowing eyes, but you see his white shirt is all bloodied up.
Well, when he's running towards me, right?
Well, he stops at halfway through the stairs and looks at you.
I keep walking up the stairs, but I lift one hand up, pointing at him, and kind of like, stand aside. You don't want to try your luck.
It's okay. You don't have time. So much anymore.
Mm,
I'll just try to keep walking past him and try and see if there's anything I can do upstairs.
Okay, so you take a few steps, and as you start coming towards him, and you're right beside him, he takes a step aside, lets you through, and after that, you look at him when you go like past him. He just stares at you and says one more time, "Not much time."
okay.
And he turns his head
do
up.
I... Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
I'm just like, do I see or hear any of this? As
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
still there.
you take a step towards the stairs too, and you see this kid. And after this, Urthac, you turn your head back upstairs. You see two more children. They're standing right beside each other on top of the stairs. And
Now they staring at me too.
yeah, they both say at the same time, "There's no time for you."
Are we in a hurry or something?
No hurry.
Then there's plenty of time.
They all laugh at the same time. Who's here from behind you too?
Yeah,
Is Bouncer already done with the guy?
Yeah, you pummeled him to death.
I shout at
Okay,
Urthac. They're gonna bite you.
We'll see.
Can I start walking towards upstairs as well?
Okay.
Just to go.
Yeah.
Since I'm aware that there is people there, so I'm just having an overlook on the situation.
Yeah, Odie is standing now in front of you, and Urthac is almost upstairs, and there's the one kid in the middle.
Okay. I will tell to Odie that, "Excuse me, sir, I need to pass by."
I start walking past the kid, and as I'm walking past and get behind him, I wanna like pummel him unconscious with my dagger.
He's not letting you past him.
Oh, can I go upstairs? I asked the kid.
Do you know the password?
Please?
No, that's not the one. And he's gonna try to bite you.
Ah. Dentures?
What's your AC?
Currently it is, I think it's 14. Yeah, 14.
Yeah. He gets you.
Oh.
My rolls are really good today. And he goes
Right.
for the bite. And my rolls are good today, but not in damage. So you take 2 damage. He just when he says that's the wrong password, his eyes turn directly just blow red, and the mouth just opens a bit wider than normally and comes at you.
Okay, there's definitely something wrong with the kids in this town.
Urthac, you see, you hear behind you that the kid just lunges at Odie, and you turn to look back up, and now both of the kids upstairs, their eyes are glowing red, and they both say at the same time, Do you know the password?
At this point, no, wait. Is there like lights around me, torches, lanterns, anything?
There's a dim light coming, like behind them, in the corner. There's a like they're standing on top of these stairs, and there's like a few feet behind them, and there's a wall, and then the corridor goes to the other direction.
Yeah, I'll use my druidcraft and snuff out the light around me. Like if there's any small fires, it'll be a like a quick puff of wind, and it blow the lights out, and I go like, yes, and it's move.
Okay. So you just snap your fingers, and there's just this small wind just, and all the lights from upstairs, and just like the flame just goes away, and now the stairs are all dark. You only see 4 glowing red eyes coming from upstairs, and you hear, no, wrong, and they both lunge at you.
No.
First one is 18,
Yeah.
and the second one is 19.
No, that doesn't.
So both hit.
Yes.
Nice. So, so the first kid comes at you, jumps at your neck, and the second one jumps at your arms. It is dark. You can see in the dark, yeah.
Yep. Dark vision.
But it's a small corridor, though they seem to have the upper hand. And you take combined 14 damage.
All right.
So there's one on OD biting. Now Bouncer, what do you do from behind?
Me.
Yes.
Is the kid who is grabbing Odie at my reach?
I'm sorry, come again.
Is the child who is biting Odie, is he at my reach?
Yeah, you can go beside Odie, and you can
So
do whatever.
I take a step next to him, and I try to gently grab the kid by the neck.
Okay.
Gently.
Make an attack roll. Just
So is it
well, it's an unarmed strike. Or if you try to grapple, just make a strength check
I will make
under the skills.
yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a narrow place. Like Odie is couple steps up the corridor, and you just try to get your hand. There's the wall there, but you just miss him, and the man beside you just says, all kinds of weird stuff going around here, but you look funny.
Well, to me, you look funny.
And he keeps drinking the beer. Odie.
and I keep trying to grab the kid.
Odie.
Okay. Yeah, so is the kid hanging on me somehow?
He took a bite, but now he's in front of you.
Okay. Does he seem human to me still? Even with the unhinged jaw thing.
Yeah, but if his jaw goes that much wide, it should be hurting like hell.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to stab him in the mouth.
Okay.
15.
Yeah. So you take your dagger as he's in front of you, and you just gently underneath the jaw, just up the jaw, and just blood just starts coming, and he stops moving and just looks at you, and the eyes don't really glow anymore, and he just looks at you as if he's now gained peace of mind, and he just falls from your hands.
Okay. Then I try to move forward over the corpse of the little kid,
Yep.
and wherever Urthac is.
Yeah, you can like move 5 feet.
Yeah, because I'm like, and I shout at Urthac, I don't think these are normal children. Just go at it. Like, and that's my turn.
Yeah. Oh, there are like one is biting Urthac's neck, and one is in the arm, and you just come like behind him. I don't think they're okay.
I don't think they're quite right.
The kids aren't all right. Yeah. Well, Odie doesn't always pay attention to what's happening.
Okay.
Hey, he was being bit in his own hand, and he was thinking about stabbing a little kid. So maybe not the best point to look how the other guy is doing.
Okay. Urthac, what are you gonna do?
Urthac just starts growling, and soon the growling gains like a hissing tone to it as he transforms in front of Odie, and from his lower back's tail starts protruding, and his face grows longer, and the skin turns to scales as he transforms into a rather sizable, let's say like a large dog-sized, maybe a little bigger, a lizard with 2 legs, a Deinonychus that's about the height of your waist, and, well, bites back on the children.
Okay. So Odie just comes to talk to Urthac, and as you finish your sentence, you just see. Could you describe how the actual transformation of your body goes through?
So there's a few like odd, low-sounding cracks, like something underneath his skin would pop out of place, and soon the armor and his skin start melting together and molding like wet clay, and his proportions just start to shift. His legs start to twist around, and claws grow out to large scythes, and it's just like his form, but everything moves around inside his skin as it turns into a scaly outlook.
Yeah. So the few first cracks you hear, it seems like the bones are just moving and rearranging and shaping again, and like in a few seconds, in front of your eyes, you see this lizardy thing, and yeah, and you take a bite at the other kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go for a multi-attack. So I'll bite the first kid on the neck
Okay.
at first. That being 23.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Just a second. The damage was.
Or roll the other attack too.
Yeah, sure. So there's 6 and then 8. So those two won't hit.
So it's a 3 attacks.
Yeah, multi-attack. It's a bite and 2 claws.
Yeah. I'd say you get an advantage since the kids are confused what is happening in front of their eyes. They were just biting a half orc, and now there's just this big lizardy thing.
Sure, I'll take that. Still rolling like shit.
Yeah, it doesn't help you. The other kid is just too fast for you, but you get a decent sized bite on the first kid.
Yep. So I rolled the damage higher with the D8 than I rolled with the D20. So it's a 6 damage on the bite.
Yep. You bite the other kid's neck. The one that was like biting you while you transform into this shape. You just takes a step back and you take a bite, and after that you try to bite the other one. And as you take your jaws out of the other one, it just falls down. Then you just go after the other one and just try to bite him again and again. But he manages to like step aside. And he's too confused to actually do anything. You're not sure. His eyes are still red. But there's this confusion that you see is just making him not try to eat you. But he sees now that you're a bit not that tall, he sees Odie behind you, and he's gonna try to pass you, but you get an attack of opportunity.
Well, let's see about that. Finally, a 22.
Yeah, and the damage?
It's a 5.
Yeah, that's enough. He tries to like jump over you, but you just take him from the air and just
I bite down on the midsection and then like wriggle him around a little bit and toss it to the side. Take a little glance backwards before I start like jogging up the stairs as a lizard.
Yeah. There's this pile of corpses now in front of you, and you see this lizard just jumping up the stairs, and we don't have combat for now. You go upstairs, you look around, you see only just eaten people.
I don't hear anything either.
Nah, you go. It's not a big place. There's like 4 rooms, and you go through them, and it seems that either something else or the kids just killed everyone that was upstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna go shout out the door to the distressed lady that, hey, you can come inside. The thread is gone.
Is it safe? How's my husband doing?
I have no idea. Who is your husband?
She comes inside and looks at the corpse that was being eaten like while you guys were talking to each other and I don't know how to fake cry.
It was good.
Oh, why is this happening? Why? He was such a good man. And she falls right next to him and just tries to scoop up all the intestines that are on the floor and just tries to start putting them back in what's left of him.
I think I'm just gonna leave that business alone and go and calm down this lady who I assume is still screaming.
Yeah,
because-
no, she wasn't screaming. She was just shaking in the corner. And as you come closer, it just slaps you. Wait.
Okay. You can calm down. I think all the mad ones are gone. Unless you can point to anyone in this room that would like to bite at me.
It just keeps pointing everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shall-
Meanwhile, the lizard side of Urthac is walking down the stairs, and as soon as I do see the beer sipping guy, I'll take like a step towards him and start hissing a little, like how they do in the Jurassic Park movies. I can't replicate that sound, but like a little hisses and growls as I walk down the stairs and eventually jump on the table in front of it.
Yeah, he looks at you and just takes a sip of his beer and huh. Well, that's a new trick.
Yeah, I'll try and look him up and down and try to see if there's like anything suspicious or wrong about him. I mean, seeing all of this happen around him and not bothering to even, stop drinking his beer, there's got to be something wrong about this guy. So, do I smell anything funny on him? Or, yeah, I'll actually try and smell now that
Yeah, I'll make a perception roll.
Just a sec, I had to look up what's the perception of the lizard, and it turns out it's the same, so 15.
Okay, you just go around him and it doesn't seem to bother him that much. Like, he's calm as fuck. There's not a thing in the world that could shook him, it seems like. And
I will tell the guy that you know that pets are not allowed here.
well, he's not mine.
Well, he looks awful friendly to you.
People usually are. Why are you allowed inside?
I live here, and I protect this place.
It doesn't seem so. He looks around. So,
I will gently punch the wall and ask him that, do you have a problem with my protecting methods?
No, but you seem to have a problem with the wall. And Urthac, you smell that this man has no fear.
Mm.
I think he is broken. And just going here to this guy just to see how he's doing.
Yeah, the man behind the bar.
Yeah.
Is the upstairs now cleared? Hey, bouncer,
Yeah.
is it safe now?
It looks like that, master.
It's a good thing I have him here. Otherwise, I would be dead. Well, probably you kind of helped.
Okay. Do you have a wagon?
I do. Why?
Because I kind of need it, and I'm going to borrow it.
You going to borrow it?
Yes, this is an emergency. As if you maybe have noticed, there are crazy people eating other people. This is an emergency, and I need a wagon to help the guy in the chapel.
Oh, Thomas.
Yes.
Oh, if it's for him, I guess it's okay.
You're a good man. What's wrong with that guy in the corner just sipping his beer?
I don't know. I haven't seen him before. He
just
does
showed
like
up
his
when...
beer.
Was he already here when people started eating?
Yes.
Other people?
I think so.
How long before people started eating other people did he show up?
I don't know. I can't keep track of everyone. I'm working alone here. Well, Bouncer is here, but he comes closer to you. And he's not really good in the kitchen or customer service. Actually, I kind of hate that I paid so much from him.
I'm getting the feeling you're trying to unload his ass on.
I didn't say that.
How much?
How much?
He punches really good.
Yeah, I know, but he punches too many people. He's really scaring the customers.
I see no negatives here.
Let's say this. I'm gonna actually save a lot of damage, money from damage. As you see, these walls can't handle him anymore. Not for long. And really, I get more customers if he leaves. If you can convince him that it is better that he goes with you.
Okay.
You can have him.
You're being kind of disrespectful to a guy who basically saved your life.
Oh, him?
Thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's just
It's better off if he comes with us, cause you're kind of a douche.
well,
Forget what I said
excuse
about
me to have
a
my bar is just full of bodies now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I'll go talk to him. Yeah. Forget I said anything, okay?
Yeah, he takes a broom and starts like trying to get the blood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
At this point, Urthac will take a step off the table and start to form back into him, while still staring at the guy, probably still drinking his beer, and go, "You don't have a problem with any of this that's happening?"
Oh, that seems to follow wherever I go.
Is it your doing?
Nah. Death is everywhere. It is part of life.
Yes, death is a part of life, but this, whatever this is not natural. Believe me, I've seen it firsthand.
No. Hate to tell you, but you're not really natural either.
As a like what's the word? I'm sorry. I blanked out.
It's okay. It happens a lot to me too.
Yeah, just like talking to the Be a sipping guy. If death follows you around everywhere, don't you think it would be more fair to people around you if you just went to live alone in the woods somewhere?
Hmm. Somehow people usually just find themselves around me even if I try.
Then you're not trying hard enough.
Does it usually happen like this? The death that follows you?
No. There are many faces. Death. I am merely here to just be as a spectator.
Well, if you're just being a spectator, then would you mind telling us who you are?
I'm known by many names. But you can call me John.
Very well then, John. Do you know anything of use? What you could tell us what happened? It seems like this is not the first time you've seen this.
Probably not the last.
If you're not interested in helping, then at least help us to take the reign.
I don't usually help, but
I can see that.
what would you have to offer if I gave some assistance to you?
What would you need? Anything else but the gratitude of those people you clearly sell for short. If you bring death around you, you at least owe them the chance of salvation.
Well, I basically have anything I need. And even I can get anything I need.
Then what do you need of me? If you have already everything you need, why not share what you have?
Get me another round and we can talk about the assistance you need.
I need to get a wagon. By the way, I tap on the large framed warforged fellow and I'm like, hey, the ungrateful owner of yours said that he wishes for you to come with us so that you can save the tavern from outside threats.
Well, if Master wishes so.
Yeah. He also said that you can find your own master. You're free. But we need to save the tavern.
Will you be my new master?
Sure. For actually, I give you the bag of sand. I draw a little happy face on it, and this is your new master.
Oh, now I can carry my master around.
Oh, the GM didn't hear that.
What?
I gave the warforged my bag of sand, and I drew it a face, and I told him that that bag of sand is now his master.
Okay.
And I happily agreed that he is now my master.
All right. Will you join us on our quest to save the tavern and everything else around it?
I have to check with my master.
The master smiles.
I pull up the bag of sand and I'm like, I get no response. I guess we do so.
He be shaken. this Odie's thinking that this might have been a mistake. It's like, let's go, ready the wagon. Okay, fella?
What are we doing with the rude guy?
We'll let Urthac handle him for now, because we really need to get the wagon ready.
Okay.
So you three live outside, and Urthac stays.
Yep.
And three, I mean, Odie, Bouncer, and the Master.
Yeah.
The Master.
I need to come up with a name.
So, only left in the bar are now the owner, Urthac, and John.
Yep. I'll take the beer sipping guy's presumably empty beer mug or glass from him and walk back to the bar.
You see somehow distressed and relieved man trying to broom blood from the floor. No! Oh, big piece. What? Yes?
Just fill it up.
With what?
I suppose beer.
Okay. He takes it and hands it to you. I'm not gonna charge anything this time, but next round, maybe.
Fair enough. Now I walk it back to the guy.
Okay. I assume you hand over the beer.
I sit opposite of him and just put the beer on the table and sit back and wait for him to speak.
Yeah. He looks at it. Brings back memories. So, you need help. Exactly with what?
I wish to know what manner of evil happened here. What possessed these little young ones to devour others? This hardly seems like the work of Mother Nature.
Oh, that bitch. Well, I don't know. You're not that old, are you? At least doesn't seem to be.
No, I am still quite young.
Yeah.
But I try to learn.
Well, this thing happened long time ago. And there was this. No, I would call it a disease that came from the sky. The people around here, well, even the orcs, were your ancestors, called it the Forsaken One. It wasn't a rock that hit, or a meteor that came down from the sky. It was something else. Something dark, grim. And yeah, well, I thought it was gone, but it seems that something is now awakened again.
Were you there when that something came down the sky.
I was. And I will be long after you all are gone.
So I take it your name really is not John.
Some people call me John. Some call me something else. It doesn't really matter.
So, if you have all this knowledge, why are you not helping?
It's not my place to help everything that needs helping. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a job.
What is your job?
Watching, keeping, and taking care of the death.
So, what does this all have to do with here? Are you saying the thing that came back is what made this happen?
I'm just here for the beer. It's actually really good. But I'd say this is the handiwork of death. I'm just here to bring all the unfortunate souls beyond the whale.
Well, I suppose you have your work cut out for you then. There is quite a few around.
In the eyes of me, this is nothing. You should fear what's coming next.
Well, then I truly do pity you, for you've lost the value of life. And I stand up slowly, but I stand up and start making my way outside. Oh, and thank you for the little help you do give.
Just make the best of the time you have. I envy you. You have what I don't. And he takes
All
a
right.
sip of his beer. You blink, and you only see a half-empty beer mug on the table, but no more a man.
I look at the empty seat for a moment, bedazzled for a minute, and then turn about and walk outside. If I still could catch the sight of Odie and Bouncer.
Yeah, they have been outside and got the carriage ready. Or the wagon.
Okay. I shout at Urthac that, like, so how did it go? The chat with the weird guy.
It was unfruitful, but might have a lead.
Okay. So I promised this kind fellow at the chapel to help him with his family, who have gone mad with this same thing. So, would you wish to come with us to at least that far and
Sure, I
go from there?
sure I try and help as I might.
Thank you very much. And I gotta ask, Does that transformation hurt? Because it sounded really painful.
You get used to it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I wish to take the wagon to the chapel.
Okay. So it is just like 2 wheels and some planks, and it's not like if you have a horse, it could be operated by that, but otherwise you have to pull it or push it with your hands.
I ask hey, would your master mind if you pull the wagon? You are muted.
The master is asleep, so I guess I can help you.
Great work. So let's go.
So
I
you
just
start.
grab the wagon and
Yeah, it's easy for you. Your strength is. Oh, well, it doesn't like feel like you're even dragging anything.
Okay.
So you 3 start heading out. It seems the worst is over. There's not much people running around, and it seems that for now there's not so many crazy people either. It's like a 5-minute walk with the carriage back to the chapel.
I'll try and look around as I walk. And try and see if the situation has like calmed down. Do I see any more people running around or try to eat each other, or do I see just dead bodies everywhere?
Dead bodies everywhere. No. There are a few bodies lying here and there, but it seems that no one is eating anyone, and
Does it like seem was it localized around the inn, or is it like the whole village kind of thing?
probably it is around the village. You can't say for sure.
Yeah, sure.
As it did happen in the chapel, as it did in so. The source of this is yet unknown. You only know what the John in the tavern said to you.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are traveling to the chapel, we head back to the chapel where Thomas is tending his wife and child, and before you come there, Thomas, what are you doing?
I've propped up my wife and my son against the wall. They are bound by ropes, ropes around their wrists, behind their backs, and rope around their feet. So they are pretty much held, imprisoned in a way, and they are prepped against the wall, so they are sitting comfortably in the kitchen. I've propped the door open between the kitchen and the main chapel pod and gotten my gear to go with me. So if we need to go, I'm ready to go. And I'm basically praying at the moment and listening to my surroundings and praying to my God for some answers. At the same time, I'm looking at my family to see if any of them come to their senses and to assess the situation.
Oh, so you're watching your wife and child. Suddenly, all the candles around the chapel just go dark. Not from a wind, just as if it was something magical. And you feel a hand on your shoulder.
I quickly quickly jump to standing position and try to grab the hand and see what has grabbed me.
Yeah. You jump up and you try to grab the hand and see who's behind you. You see nothing.
Who's there? What's happening?
You hear from the dark corner. So, your wife, your child. It seems this disease, this corruption, took them too.
What corruption? Who are you and what have you done to my family?
I haven't done anything. I'm just here to watch.
Can you help me, please? I beg of you.
You have been a good servant of mine for a long time.
Of yours?
Yes, of me.
Kalemfor?
Some people call me that. Some people call me John.
My God. And I fell to my knees.
Stand up.
Please help me. Help me with my family. I need them alive so I can continue my duties.
Unfortunately, only thing I can do for them is make the rest of their journey peaceful into the afterlife.
I shed a couple of tears and ask, has that time come?
Unfortunately, yes. But death is not the end. There's still something after that your mind couldn't handle. But you have done a good work, and I hope you will continue with that work. Do you wish I take them, or would you like them to suffer more?
Well, if their time has come, you know what to do. Who am I to keep them from you or from the veil?
There might be something I could use you for.
Please.
This corruption that has awoken again. I don't really like it. I like death. But this is just too much. And some people, like your wife, your child, they went too early. They had so much to offer, to do, to serve. Maybe not me, but who knows?
Can you watch after them that they get to the afterlife and they are well?
They will be taken care of. You have my word. Just keep serving as you have.
Yes.
I need to think this through. I might contact you later on.
I just sit down, I fall down, sit there completely silent, I stare.
You should head north.
What's
Leave
there?
this place. There's nothing more to you here. You have served this place well. Someone else will carry the death to me after you're gone. Head north. an opportunity might come.
I try to sense. I'm still in a disbelief that this is happening. I try to sense a divine presence around me.
You have a skill for that?
I would guess. Just a second.
I mean, doesn't Divine Sense do that?
Yeah.
Do you have it? Probably your cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so, yes. Just trying to find all the bells and whistles I have. I don't have a written up that I have a divine sense.
No, wait, that's a paladin thing.
Yeah, I think that's a paladin thing.
Yeah.
But I'm a cleric, and if that is Kelemvor, I might know that is my god.
You can make a... What's it called? The wait a sec.
Does 5e have a religion check?
Yes, that was the one I was looking for.
A religion check.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel that there is something divine here.
Okay.
Whether you choose to believe that is Kelemvor talking to you or someone else, you can't be sure. But it's up to you.
I probably think okay, I'll take the simplest explanation. Okay. It's not like I can do anything in the presence of the divine. Thomas seems broken. And just sits down still.
Yeah, you're still watching towards the corner. The time goes by. You feel a small, not the wind, but something leaving your presence. Someone's maybe.
I turn to my family and see what's their status.
You look at them. There's not much light, but you feel that they're now at peace. They're no longer, you can see neither of them breathing. It seems that they have now passed on to the next life.
I close their eyes if they're not closed yet, and I grab my backpack and I say a short prayer when I'm walking. I don't even say it out loud. I'm just going through it in my head. The same prayer I've known all these 40 years. I say it out loud. I say it in my head. Then I say it out loud. I say it in my head. And then I again say it out loud. I feel, does it change anything? How does it feel when I'm saying it? Do I feel anything?
Nothing more that you normally feel when you pray. You don't sense any presence anymore. You're sad for your family, but otherwise, nothing. Maybe more emptiness.
Think to myself, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can bury my family. I really don't know. I grab my backpack and I go to the front door and I look at what's happening.
You see three men coming from the middle of the town. There is Urthac, Odie, and Bouncer.
I just look at them.
You guys see Thomas with his backpack coming from a dark chapel.
I shout, "Hey, I found a carriage!" And
Good for
two
you.
good friends.
I'm not sure if I can do this, but I think we should leave. Like, now.
You seem in a hurry. Is there something you need to run from?
I think everything has gone horribly wrong.
Well, I'll need to get my things. I walk into the chapel and, see the dead corpses, and I go still grab my things. And I actually go also grab a few shovels and walk back outside.
Yeah, you can find some in the corner.
And I go to Thomas and I shove a shovel in his hand and tell him we have some work to do before we go.
I know. I'm not sure if I can do it alone, but thanks for coming back for me. If you can help me, I think I can do it. You seem to be guided by something bigger, so let's go and do this.
Yeah, this is important. Let's go.
I walk silently inside and grab shove my kid's corpse into Odie's arms and grab my wife and tell Odie to follow me to the graveyard.
Yeah. I'm just silent and follow.
So you both step outside. Odie has Lucas in his arms. Thomas has Kyra. Beside the wagon, you see Urthac and Bouncer just looking at you.
Yeah. I just start digging.
I say not there, not just there. Let's go to the back corner. There's something we where all of us belong in the end. And I walk to the back corner of the graveyard and stop in front of a gravestone that says Morrigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So
I say, let's dig here.
So you see in front of you this beautifully carved gravestone. It says Morrigan. It is under this lovely cherry tree. You see the flowers are around the grave. There's some space for a few more. And the flower beds are neatly kept. And it seems a peaceful and a beautiful place to rest.
I just dig silently, and when it's around 6 feet, I point a spot for Odie, and I point a spot for me. I'll dig here, you dig there. There are others here, and we'll dig the holes and gently put my late family in.
Yeah.
What
I just do what he tells me quietly.
What does Bouncer and Urthac do when you guys see this? They carry out bodies.
Out of curiosity, Urthac keeps a little distance, but goes around the corner to follow and observe what's happening. But unless anyone asks, he just stands about a couple of feet apart.
Yeah, Bouncer is just doing his task and holding the carriage.
It takes a while. You have the holes dig up now. You place your wife. You place your child. It is after all the commotion, all the bells ringing, all the yelling, all the fighting. It is peaceful. It is silent. You stand in front of two graves and you watch.
I go into the grave next to them. I stand in there. I go down a bit. I take 4 copper coins and put them in front of their eyes when they are lying down in the graves. I take a little bit of salt and I pinch it in there, and I say a couple of words which invoke a slight golden glow from my hand as I say words in a celestial language, and I cast Gently Repose. Gentle Repose, yeah. I touch both of them. Just a second. Well, basically, you touch a corpse of other remains for the duration. The target is protected from decay and can't become undead.
Okay.
So I bless them with a surefire way for them to pass the veil, and I reach up with my hand, try to grab Odius. That please help me up.
I grab him and help him up.
And then I say, let's finish this and start filling the graves.
Yeah.
So, it takes a while to fill the graves. It is dark. It is night. And that is where we're gonna end today. And continue probably in 2 weeks.
Okay. I actually have one more note to ask Thomas before we go.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I asked Thomas before we leave the cemetery, because, like, I'm a half-elf. Where do you go when it's your time? Show me the spot. I'll remember.
I'll go just here.
No. I make a note mentally of the spot he showed me, and we leave the chapel. I think.
Yeah, and during the time those two have that latest conversation, Urthac just gently trying to hide, but there's a little wave of hand and a couple of pure white flowers start gently picking up from both of the fresh graves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the first episode.
That's a happy note to end on.
Well, happy.
That's a beautiful note to end on, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah, hopefully
That got emotional.
Hopefully you enjoyed. It was probably not what you expected,
No, not at all.
Yeah, it was. Actually, I'm feeling really good now. After
It was a blast. It certainly was different, and it kind of woke up. So yeah, that was exciting.
so,
Thank you very much to the GM and to the audience.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see where this is gonna go.
oh, you have no idea what I have planned.
Oh, now I trust you with that.
Yeah. Thank you everyone who came for the first session. Probably not so many, since we didn't actually that much advertise, but yeah, feel free to follow, and there's a YouTube link below the stream. You should follow that too, and there will be what for people to watch in YouTube. Also, you can watch it from Twitch, and yeah, 2 weeks from now, Sunday, hopefully 8 p.m. If there will be changes, I will try to figure out how we can inform for that. But if you miss the live show, you can always watch it next week from YouTube. So that's it from me.
Much love to all viewers, and yeah, thank you so much. Let's see you next time.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.